Hi everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another video. This is gonna be a short one. It's gonna be quick. I know I always say that and end up you know uh releasing or making hour-long videos, but then this time I promise this is gonna be a short one. Remember in my first video, if you tapped in, if you haven't watched my very first video on YouTube, please go check it out. It'll just give you the overall view of what this channel is going to be about. And the second video also addresses issues that I need every subscriber on this channel to understand, so it's just, you know, a continuation at this point. It's the series of videos that's gonna shape our trading going forward. So if you're really interested, if you're gonna be with me in this journey, let's go, let's get it. I don't mind not having subscribers or having few subscribers, as long as the subscribers that I have are as dedicated and tapped in, and whenever I release, they tap in with my videos, and we learn from each other. You tell me some stuff in the comment section that I should look out for, and we just exchange value. This is really like the channel for people who really want to grow. So in my first video, I stated that I'm gonna tell you guys why I trade AUD JPY out of all the other pairs. I mean, I trade AUD JPY and GBP USD and USD ZAR, but then this one specifically, I trade it because it's very steady and it's very intentional with this direction and with how it moves, right? So it's perfect for people who have small accounts. If you're trying to grow a small account, this is the pair for you. I would recommend that you trade your 1 hour, 4 hour time frames, even a daily. It's proper for swinging. And yeah, it's just cheaper to trade also, and it's not as volatile and as costly as the exotic pairs. So I'm just gonna break it down for you. I'm also gonna show you how easy it is to analyze it, or how I analyze it. And yeah, I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible, guys. As we can see, it's the trend from the, when was it, 9th of March 2020, has been to the upside, right? And this was the turning point right here. So let's just mark the turning point real quick. It's very easy, it's very clear, it's very intentional. This is the turning point, and let's also mark up the high it made, and the high was made in September last year. So let's also mark up the high it made. This is on the weekly chart, guys. Let's see what we can pick up, excuse me, from the weekly chart. And yeah, I'm very precise with my analysis, guys, because as I said, I'm I'm a fan of sniper entries, so that requires me to be very, very, very precise with what I do as far as analyzing is concerned. So I'm just gonna be marking all these key areas, and then I'm gonna break it down with you. Okay, so as you can see, price has been on an uptrend ever since. Moved from here, made a high, low, and then made another one here, even though it's not as convincing. And then the market reversed from there. Okay, the market reversed from this point here. And I would like to believe that based on the principles we use when we analyze, if you checked out my first video, you will understand that I employ a very basic concept when it comes to trend and high and high low. So what we do is we check the most recent wave meaning the most recent high and higher low, which is going to be this one in this case. And if the higher low is broken, then it means our uptrend is reversed. It's no longer valid. It's invalidated. You understand? And in this case, this area right here, let me just label it real quick so that you see what I'm talking about. Higher low. So that you see what I'm talking about. Excuse me, it's raining outside, guys. Hopefully it's not really, the rain sound outside is not detrimental to the quality of my sound. Higher. And also, if you want to understand how I determine my higher highs and higher lows, you can just go to the very first video I posted. I break it down real well there. And yeah, after watching that, you're going to understand why this is my higher low and higher high wave right here. But then this is still the 1 week. Let's go to the daily chart real quick and see what we have. Okay. Yeah, this is still holding. And what we can see here, what we can say is that even though our high low was tempered with, it's still holding. It's still holding, unless if, let me see. On a daily time frame, this wave really looks very significant and very valid. So we'll just move from this wave here. Sorry, guys. And make this our most recent wave, because I thought it was small compared to, this one. But then it's also significant. It looks clear, more clear on the daily. So here's the wave right here. Here's the wave right here. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, here's the wave. Here's the wave. Let's make it bigger so that you get what I'm talking about and remove this one. Understand? Higher high, higher low. We will use this wave for now. Well, we will use this wave, not for now, but like this is the most recent wave. You understand? So, well, if that's the case, it has been broken. It has been broken, and the trend is officially invalidated. Now we can clearly say the trend is to the downside because the higher low was broken, and the market has been going down ever since. It has already been creating lower lows and lower highs. If you really pay attention from this point right here, the highest point, it made its first wave, second wave, and now we're in the process of making the third wave, if I'm not mistaken. We can never know with the markets. We just analyze to get an idea. The most important thing is just believing in your strategy and following your own rules. Okay, so now we might say, okay, the higher low was broken, price came and retested, and then it dropped, made new lows. These are new lows right here. These lows broke the previous ones. It broke these ones right here. So the downtrend is healthy, I guess, because this is the lower high, and this is the lower low right here, lower low. You understand? So these lows broke these ones right here, but the plot twist is that we can't really classify these highs right here, even though they're not they're not valid as yet, because we don't know if price is gonna break the previous lower high, or it's really gonna reverse here and then break the previous lows. So this is only gonna be a lower. Let me change the color. This is only gonna be, now this is not clear enough. Let's make it gray. This is only gonna be validated as a lower high if these lows get broken. You understand? So if price gets to sell somewhere here or sell anywhere without tampering with the lower high, the most recent lower highs or the current lower high right here, this is valid because this high, this low was broken. What the fuck? Lower high, lower low, man. Sorry, guys. I need to log in. This is my lower low right here, So this is a lower high and it's valid because this lower low here was broken. That's the principle you use, even with the higher lows. This higher low is only valid because this higher high was broken. So that's how you classify, that's how you label your lower low and lower high. So we can't really say this is a lower high because this low hasn't been broken yet, but then our anticipation is obviously that because the trend has reversed and the trend has been healthy ever since it reversed from an uptrend to a downtrend. We've been getting lower lows. Let me show you real quick. This is a lower low right here. This is a lower high, So the trend has been healthy. So I am anticipating that price is still gonna go down, still on a downtrend. But just have to be patient for it to, give us the right pattern so that we can sell at the right price. But then if price happens to break this line right here, this red line right here, the previous lower high, we know that our downtrend is invalidated. You understand? Okay, cool. Let's move down to the 4 hour. Let's move down to the 4 hour. Let's see. Okay. This line right here, guys, is very important. I don't know if let's just leave it in the daily. Just leave it in the daily. We don't want to see it here. Okay. So now let's look for a pattern, a possible pattern that we can, get on so that we know when to sell, because we are overall we understand the trend, but then we still need to get a good price, and that also takes patience, for your price to be filled, or for the price you want to sell at to be reached. You need to have the patience, so this price right here, it's a very specific price, but it's very significant. Hey, it's very significant because it acted as a resistance here, and then price came again here, and then it still failed to break. So it's a strong resistance, and ever since price tried to break it again here, the second time, price has been failing to break the sequential highs. This was the highest high recently. This high failed to break this high. This one failed to break this one. This one failed to break this one. Let me show you. So this high failed to break this one right here, and then this one failed to break this one. So the sellers are strong, guys. No, man. The sellers are strong. The buyers are getting weaker. We just need a good price to start selling. Let's see. Let me remove this. But then you can see the dynamics in the markets, guys. You can see who has the power, who has the control. One thing I'll do I'll draw an overall trend line to see, because overall, and then we've established that we're going down. Well, that's what our analysis say. We're going down, and I also explained why I draw my trend lines by the wick or by the rejection. So if you are not familiar with that concept, I suggest that you go watch my very first video, so that you understand. But then, to say the least, it's more, efficient to have my trend line by the wicks, because I allow the market to express itself, and it shows, it's just like, provide space for the market to show what it's capable of. Every price, you take account of every price the market ever touches. So yeah, that's the little concept of mine I have about this. So according to my trend lines here, the market is really, bearish. And I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with this pattern, but this might be a continuation pattern to the downside. So let's just let's see, because price made its first touch here, second touch. This is, we're just gonna count this as one touch, so it's 1, 2, third touch, and it's still dropping. We also need to take account of what happens in the left hand side, guys. Very important. The interaction of price with certain prices or certain levels or price areas. So I'm just gonna take account of this support right here. The support, which was also a resistance here, price broke and retested, made it a resistance, and then price came again here. So let me just outline all the interactions with this price level. Here, here, and then from that, price has been disrespecting the line. Now we want to see what it's going to do, because here it broke to the upside, broke down again to the downside, broke up again to the upside, broke to the downside, upside, downside. No, it's just like, it has lost its significance a bit, but by the look of things, price is still very, very, very bearish. If we happen to sell it, I'm willing to wait for it until it breaks this line specifically. Let's make it red and solid. Let's make it red and solid. This is the line that I'm gonna be watching, guys, because look at what it did. Price touched here and then we made this high, and then came back, touched again, but then this time after the touch, it didn't even break the previous high that it made when it first touched this area. I mean, some might argue that, okay, this is the price action, and this is the second touch, and price touched here and then went up, but then it was invalidated by this action here. We need to be inclusive. We mustn't now try and control what the market does. We need to just react. So we count this as the second touch, and we'll see what happens on the third touch. If the third touch is not as precise and concise as the first two touches, as you can see, it's just a rejection and then it goes up, a rejection, it goes up. If it comes in full body and even breaks this line, we know that we're going down for sure. So I cannot lie to you, we don't know when this is going to happen, but then just keep your eyes open, and this could be a potential swing, man. This could really be a swing. Let's see. This could really be a swing. You just have to get a good price so that you can get a low risk entry. That way you're gonna be comfortable with holding. until it reaches your take profit. Because really, this move, according to our analysis and the downtrend principles, lower high and lower lows, this movement is really supposed to break the previous low, this low right here. You understand? So just open your eyes, be patient, wait for a good price before you decide on selling. Let's get to the 1 hour and see if there's a potential entry sooner. Against the same principle, I think let's just have our trend line here, and I think we can all identify this pattern right here. So this is just to create room for price action outside of this line right here. Let me even remove it, excuse me. So when it's like this, we need to now look for a significant area or a price level that has been respected so much. So we do that by checking our left hand side of the chart. And what I can pick up already is this line. We want to see prices reaction or prices interaction with this price level here, or this line right here. Because look at what it did. It was a good support. It was broken, retested. The press came here, failed to break, but then finally broke, but then didn't last. It didn't last when it did break. Now it's back inside. It's back up. It's back below the same line. So we'll just be watching what the market does. But I'm looking for an entry between this area right here. This area. This is where I'm going to be looking for my entry. I'm going to be patient enough because I know there's going to be a lot of manipulation. Price might even attempt on, trying, because a lot of sellers are waiting on this opportunity, and the market makers know what they're doing. They know how we think as retail traders. They know what we see in the markets, But then what I like about this this pair right here is that it's not as manipulated as your indices or your exotic pairs. So if you have a good account, a healthy account, you can afford, to take the drawdowns, even though they're not as brutal. It's not as rapid as the other pairs. So just pick your price. Look at the behavior of the market. Pick your price and be patient for your price to be presented to you. Do not chase the market. Let your setup come to you. My sell, I'm gonna wait for my sell right here, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna wait for my sell on this line right here. This is what I'm gonna wait for my sell. And then I'll update you by the end of the week or somewhere during the week on like what happened with this pair right here. On what happened with this pair. Yeah, that's it from me, guys. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. And I mean, this might be another, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Let's just wait and see prices reaction to this red level right here. If it's still strongly bullish, we'll wait for ourselves here. We know our candlesticks, we know our candle patterns, candle formations. If we see a strong bullish pressure in this area still, then our sell will have to be around this area right here. Around this area right here. So just watch and be very vigilant, because this might also be a possibility. It's either here or here. You understand? So yeah, this is, the aim is to have the low risk, guys. The aim is to have a low risk entry. Some might call it a sniper, but then that's what I aim to obtain whenever I analyze, especially this pair, because I've studied its behavior and I know, that it's not as manipulated. When you get a good price, just enter and hold. You will see. It respects patterns, it respects trend, and yeah, all is left is for you to respect your rules and your trading plan. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me until this far. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you got some knowledge, you got some value from this video, and hopefully you can make AUDJPY your favorite pair too, so I can make that steady money too, and learn its behavior. It's very slow, it's very accommodating of small accounts. So yeah, this is the pair for you, especially if you're a beginner and are trying to grow a small account. So thank you. Peace out, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's grow together, guys. Thank you.